Bloons and moabs being even faster than usual? And double the HP of Vortex? Although in consideration it's all a slight nerf because of the fact that only goes 45% of the speed. Oh, about that. We do have to be really careful with the beginning rounds, mainly because of the fact that the balloons are so fast that we have to be really mindful, especially in some of the other early rounds where yellow balloons spawn earlier than usual. My worst enemy spawns earlier, isn't that great? Yeah, even now we're gonna have to really consider our backside back here just because of how fast we're going. Yeah. Lych Vortex is no joke when it comes to the modifiers of the speed of everything, and I'm honestly thinking we should put a spike factory at the back of the map, just so that we're able to keep up with all of these speed modifications. Yeah, put you on strong, which is kind of good for the moment. It does reduce our financial capabilities for the long run, but I hope it's only a small sacrifice in comparison to leaking a whole lot of balloons. Yeah, that's what we really need our spike factory at the back of the map for, just so it's able to clear up some of these balloons here. Just because they go so fast. Can we go up to Banana Plantation? Yes, we can. Okay, bunch of yellow balloons, bunch of speedy yellow balloons. The only way to make a yellow balloon even more deadly is by pairing it with Vortex, or just upping its balloon speed even more, or with Vortex on the field side. Right, pink balloons. How are we going to fare against these monstrosities? Vortex is... I'm not going to lie, Vortex is my least favorite boss out of all of them because of how they interact with the existing balloons. It doesn't summon more balloons like with Lych or with Buccaneers, or changes where they spawn like with Thays, or summons a special kind of balloon like with Dread Balloon. But what it does for existing balloons is just absolutely deadly if you don't have some kind of speed priority in place, or I was about to say they were about to leak there, or slow, or just pop them in general. That's the best way of dealing with them. Just pop them. Looking like a very big end of a round here, but the spike factory is just about holding up at the end of the track here. We'll put down a submarine of some sort. Maybe also put down a druid of a jungle, just so that we can catch some of these. But I like to prioritize my finances. Thank you. Oh my god, these pink balloons. Yeah, they're really soaring past, and they just about managed to not dodge that round, but to defend that round. Come on, hold up, Spike Factory. You just about not did it, but that's absolutely fine. The faster speed for the balloons kind of is a counterintuitive play when they're up against a druid of a jungle, just because they're able to get the existing forms a bit more quickly than they would be otherwise in a slower speed, because even though they're damageless because they trespass over the fines faster, they do actually be able to be damaged by them at a faster rate, or be able to get there at a faster rate, sorry. Also hard forms, just so that we can instantly wipe out a lead balloon, which is pretty nice. And our first banana research facility is online. It's not a boss event if we don't put down a banana farmer. I'm not the one who makes up the rules, but I know that having the banana farmer is very pivotal in order to take away that microing with banana forms. Although alternatively you could pair it with a special preparation so that you can put it on a flight path of some kind and then be able to go all over, not be able to go all over the map, but just be able to auto collect. Can our solo spike factory hold up against all of these camo regrow greens? And the answer is yes, excellent. Although we do have to think about camo white soon. Plutonium reactor will do for that. Second one up and operational. We're not selling this because I want to save this for the Banana Central after we get the Monkeyopolis. We do have to think about round 40 at some point because, well, Elite Vortex spawns for the first time on round 40. Let's go semi-automatic, then we're going to go full auto rifle, and because the Buccaneer doesn't exist, it means we're going to have to not have the favor trade bonus cashback sell thingy babobby babob, and then go from there. Want to get elite defender as soon as possible, get an alchemist for it so that each bullet does more damage while the benefits are online, but am I feeling confident? Well, the twice amount of HP could mean that it advances further, but because it only travels at 45% of the speed, it's actually a bit of a blessing in disguise. Okay, we're going to get you up and operational. Good, good. Gonna put you up to 320. You now have the means of fertilizing banana farms. And I'm actually going to go for Monkey City as soon as possible, just so that has a further boost alongside fertilizer, because they both do stack. Now, I'm not too sure if this thing's stunned, does it mean that it cannot, what do you call it, decamouflage balloons? Because if it cannot, then that's quite dangerous. So we may even put like a shimmer at some point, possibly. I'm not too sure now. But what I am thinking about getting now is a engineer, more specifically. Actually, this also has a another benefit of being able to decamouflage. Just remember, so overclock, and then we're going to set that onto you. Did you know that the famous mass killer has a bunch of tech bots behind their house? Did you know? Okay, I'm gonna boost the elite defender with overclock. Although we will set you off as soon as we deal with this boss, just because it's advancing a bit too far in and I don't want this screen to be disabled. We can put farms down here. We can put 2 farms down here, which is good, but nothing substantial. I know I've got a lot of costs today. Get another farm down. This one will increase the range of this Monkey City. I keep forgetting about these fertilizers, which is not good for us, for goodness sakes. Put you up there, and we're going to do something quite sneaky involving an ice monkey. I was about to call it an ice factory. Ice factory! It keeps making ice cream. Okay, I'm going to put you over there, but you're not going to be the main one. You're going to be the main one. Just need you to have a bit more reach. And I may even sell you, actually, at some point. But you are taking a long time to be part of the dear old Vortex. You're just taking so many bullets. Is it a blessing in disguise? Not really. I prefer to have less health, for goodness sakes, but here we are defeated. Although we do have a lack of moab potential now, which is probably where we're going to we're actually going to think about putting some other submarines down for this mana, such as a piercing darts. I think piercing darts would be good. It's just a matter of how far they get into the map, that is all. By setting the druid, we could put 2 more of these down, which is bloody brilliant if you ask me. Yeah, these ceramics are kind of going hard on us, so maybe we should upgrade this to a 320 just to clear up any balloons here. And this should be... Oh my... No. Freeze them! Oh my god, that was a bit scary. Bloody hell. Overclocking our spiked balls spike factory, no thanks. Hopefully there are no more camo ceramics, because that was a bit scary. Oh, we're getting a little bit far into the map, but again, we're absolutely fine, question mark. But here we come up to 45k. We have ourselves the Monkeyopolis. But we need to wait for a little bit more value to come, but actually, I wonder if we should actually just sell this so that we can afford our mad. Yeah, I'm not, because of how because of how the Elite Defender handled the Vortex on the first tier, I think it would just be much better if we got this straight away. And also alchemize it as well to give it even more power. Like so. Here we go, up against tier 2, and hopefully things will be a bit better, question mark. Honestly, I think Overclock is a better buff for it just because of what it can do. That is, increase its fire rate rather than just temporarily increasing the power of each projectile that it fires out for each time that it does fire. There we go. Oh, what am I boosting? Oh, I'm boosting the bloody spike factory. That's a bit stupid. I'm just hoping that we can hold out with what we have, because I do have a more permanent solution for everything else going on here. My god, this is round 63. Yeah, we're going to get spiked mines, for goodness sakes. I am not looking forward to all these ceramics. Especially the third wave, which has the most amount. Yeah, there we go. Good. That did its job. That did its job of removing our beloved ceramic problem. No, that's not even our beloved. It's a problem. Okay, sub-commander and energizer. And then we're going to get ourselves a preemptive strike. Yes, a submarine paragon. This is where we're going to today, because we have water, but we have nothing else to put on the water. Although we do have mermonkeys, but there's no paragon potential there. With all that being said, Banana Central time with you, thank you. And we need some more farms so we can take advantage of more of these fertilizers. You know what? I think we're good now. We're going to pair you with... Did it just explode twice, or was that just me? I think it was just my hearing. My hearing, my beloved... Well, not beloved, but it's just tinnitus. How many times have I said beloved? I don't even mean to do that, but it just sort of happens. Right, come on, Vortex. I need you to be done and dusted so I can continue with my financial gains. When I say financial gains, I mean the demise of you. Okay, there we go. There's more of that up and running. And, oh my god. Bulky Vortex is really annoying because it's increasing the speed of the balloons while making my time annoying, but because of the fact that it's really bulky. I'm just glad we have our plutonium reactor there. And honestly, oh, we've already got Energizer. I was thinking, we should upgrade this to Energizer. Oh, we've already got Energizer. That's fine. I've only got these three here to grant camera detection for all of our advanced intel for our submarines so that they can fire upon the balloons as soon as they enter the range of these. They're scouts, not ready for attack, but for range and for camera detection. I know I've said that more than once, but just go with me here. We're not even going to get an Apex Plaza Master. We're just going to go straight for the Nordic Siege Corps, baby. Right, we are very, very close to round 80. We don't quite have the money in order to get ourselves the Nordic Siege Corps, but we are very close. We are 80k away, and that should be very good footing in order to go forward from here on out. 50k away, that's absolutely fine. Let's do this. So we should be able to not wipe out the first one. Okay, about a third of the first 8th portion of its health. Yeah, not good footing, is it now? But what I will do is just like a little bit sneaky, that is wait for their abilities to come back. Just have a tad bit more damage inputted, and that should be good. Okay, 33? Really, only that? It's looking for a little bit more power, but I guess we're just going to have to go with it. So even though they're disabled, their eyesight is not lost on us, which is pretty good. And as you can tell, we are wiping out the competition with this. Okay. Next maneuver, I'm going to think about a flying fortress. And this is only going to be here for the sole factor of getting pops for the Goliath Doom ship. That is your purpose. That is your only purpose, flying fortress. And also for just defense in general, okay? Here we are definitely tearing a new one into you. Okay, you're times 10, which means I want to deviate your attention to the flying fortress so that you can attack even faster. Level 20 Geraldo, which also means Paragon Power Totem time. Although my finances are looking a little low, so probably not immediately. What is this buff that the Sub-Paragon gives to towers? Like certain towers. Like, what is this buff? What's it meant to represent? Because like some tier, like below tier 5 towers get it possibly, but I really don't know which towers are applicable for this upgrade, in which the Goliath Doom, the Nordic Siege Corps provides. And is it only when it's submerged? Okay, it's only when it's submerged, it seems, when it gets its benefit. What is that you've just heard? A content creator of Bloons not knowing a fact about a part of the game? Unsubscribe! Our next stop, the Ascended Shadow. Don't worry about the facts, but our Flying Fortress and our Sky Shredder doesn't have any camo detection. That will be sorted out at some point. And also a counter-espionage ninjas up here will be able to do that as well. Round 95. Sometimes the most annoying round in a chimp scenario because of the factor that you have 30 DDTs, 30 spaced out DDTs mind you, to eliminate. Right, now that you are times 10 ultra boosted, we're going to focus your attention back onto the Bananaopolis. The Moneyopolis. And you're the Braopolis. Because Ninja Kiwi keeps deciding to nerf you into the ground. Right, let us get us cracking to the Ascended Shadow. Let's see what degree we're going to get. We're not going to put anything into it, by the way, because I want to put that into the Doom ship at some point. 42? 9 more of you and we can be 420 blazing it. Okay, we're going to unsubmerge you. And then we're going to begin. Although beforehand, I do want to preface that I am going to build the Master Builder as well. I know, blasphemy. You don't normally do it because this is like the worst one out of all of them. And I'm going to say this right now. I'm fine with that. Right, you're going to be absolutely paywalled with a nuke from the sub. And... goodness sakes, you have to go over there, don't you? The target is over there. Nordic Siege Corps, why are you not targeting your nuke at the main threat? Isn't that what real life nukes are supposed to be for? Which is targeting the main threat or something, therefore wiping out that side of the battle. For sakes, why do you have to put your nuke in front of a vortex and not on it? Even though everything within like a 100-mile radius or so will be instantly wiped out anyways, but hey-ho. As things progress within the 21st century world, obviously these things become more and more alarming, and both the Nordic Siege Corps and Ascended Shadow managed to wipe out Tier 4. Yeah, the boss speed decrease is quite the nerf on it, but obviously there's more HP to consider there. From the final home front now towards Tier 5, where we're going to get ourselves the Master Builder and the Goliath Doom ship for those rounds. You know what? I'm feeling generous. We're going to have you now with the Paragon Power Totems as well, and we get ourselves a degree 45 Master Builder. Pretty nice. Now... one thing left. Alright, 119 done and dusted. Now let's see what we can get from our fundings for this entire run put into one final Paragon. We may have run out of building space on the land, but we have not run out of building space on the water. With one final Paragon Power Totem down, let us now invest about, I'm going to say 1.95 million. And there we go. And actually we're going to select the one inside there. I'm a little bit frisky today and put the ones in the woods to that amount. Let's see. We have ourselves a degree 62. Pretty nice. As always, the Goliath Doom ship has the most amount of DPS out of any of the Paragons. Actually, it's probably the most DPS tower within the entire game, aside like Azidis' Hex ability at level 20 or the Bloon Master Alchemist when it comes to non-bantam bosses. Time to unsubmerge you, and then let us get cracking. Here we go. So what can we do against you today? Well, we're going to absolutely wipe the floor off Deal 1, and hopefully our carpet bombs will be able to live up to their name, hopefully. And we push back quite far. Hopefully you don't stun my Goliath Doom ship. As looking at it now, I didn't put it in a very good spot, let's just say that. But you know what, we're going with this, okay? and hopefully you will not be blocked by the shield. And very pitiful results, I'm sorry, even though it is level 33, but still not very good damage. I'm not gonna lie there, Nordic Siege Core. It is like the third cheapest Paragon in the game. Like, it's the cheapest non-primary tower Paragon in the game. So there is that to consider in all this, but I prefer just like a little bit more from something that has an actual nuke symbol on it. Oh my gosh. My Goliath douche is disabled. Yeah, not the best place to put it within the woods, is it now? Oh, dearie me. You can tell that I'm just much more relaxed in this video than I was in my Elite Lich Geared video. Like, even though it's the cabin, it's not as frustrating of a boss. Like, least favorite and most frustrating are two different ballparks. Like, Lich is definitely one of the, or if not the most frustrating bosses. But because of how it, because of how Vortex makes balloons, like regular balloons, that are much more dangerous, then it can also be considered as a very dangerous boss. But this right here is why less boss speed on Vortex is kind of bad for it, not gonna lie. Its main aspect is speed, and when you take away speed, that means you've taken away one of its only primary assets, which helps it out, alongside speeding up regular balloons as well. It's not because of Vortex that you died, it's because of how fast it made the balloons on the screen. So yeah, did I over prepare for this? I think so. Like, somehow balloons got down here and all that jazz, but that is besides the point. And did our master builder be worth it at all? Not really. Like the Ascended Shadow is far better. The Nordic Siege Core is far better. And by the way, no surprise, Goliath Doomship was far better. I got this just because there's a severe lack of master builders on the field in boss events. And that's just because I don't really want to summon a primary Paragon, for goodness sakes. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video down in the comment sections below. And just make sure you don't click this before a mermaid. So that when you do get it, the mermonkeys are there. So anyways, thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves.